What up? What up? Welcome back. It's your boys, Swish Masters Podcast, special playoff edition. I'm your co-host Zay, the executive producer here.
Yeah, I'm co-host QtheGuru.
Oh yeah, Q, you see him? He swagged out today. We swagged out today.
I had to step up my game, man. This man, I had to increase my shine a little bit, bro. This man got the swag, so I was like, let me go and do something. So I know our audio viewers, I got the shades on, bro. If y'all know y'all fans of anime, watching Naruto, got the Akatsuki hat on.
Yeah,
but, like, that's all, bro. We just chilling, bro. Playoffs, they increase the competition. I'm gonna increase the swag a little bit. That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's all,
yes, sir. Oh yeah, man. It's been a wild run in these playoffs, bro. Today is May 21st, 2024. We're coming to you right before the conference finals start for who's playing tonight. I forgot that quick. But
I believe tonight it has to be
Boston
Knicks, yeah. Not Knicks, but Boston and Pacers, I'm tripping.
Boston and Pacers. Hey, I thought it was gonna be the Knicks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. Like a lot of people thought these playoffs would go a little bit differently, but we definitely gotta get into that. We're gonna get into the playoffs a little bit and some of the storylines behind these playoffs. I can't wait to talk to you about a lot of this stuff, bro. Like it's really wild out here. It really is. But like, let's go ahead and start though with some game sevens, and let's start with the most entertaining one.
Yeah,
we actually got a game 7 was supposed to be like, with the Wolves and the Nuggets.
Yes, sir. Very intense, man. I was thoroughly pleased with the level of competition in the game, bro. And the better team came out on top, man. Minnesota went down early, they went down 10, they went down 15, they went down 20 in the third, but they stuck together as a team, which was very important in this game because Anthony Edwards struggled a little bit in that first half, but the team, true team effort, Cat came out firing on all cylinders, making shots, posting up, which I was very happy about. Naz Reid gave some late game contributions. Rudy Gobert showed up in the right times. Yeah, man, I was very impressed with how the Timberwolves were able to rally, and it was cool to see them do it on KG's birthday, 20, and also the anniversary
of that. Yeah, man.
The T-Wolves made the conference finals in 2004, right. 20 years ago. So yeah, just very historic moment
in the game 7. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how just things turn out in sports, bro. It's some of these sports stories, man. It's crazy how that happens.
Oh yeah, man. Crazy moment for sure.
Yeah, man. But let's really break this game down, bro. Because like you said, they were up by as much as 20 in the third quarter.
Yep.
And honestly, the Nuggets just couldn't buy a bucket, bro. The defense amplified on the Wolves side. And really, Jamal Murray only had 11 points for the rest of the half.
Yeah.
When he gave you 24 in the first half. Jokic he was still Jokic, but it's the others that really didn't step up. And you think they would step up at home. But game 7 is different, bro. And Kenny pointed this out, it's 8-4, and the road teams are winning these series now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's weird. Like ever since COVID, and I believe that's a real thing, bro. You can't really look at the historical nature of it because, of course, in the grand scheme of NBA history, typically if it's on your home floor, you win. But
True.
now it's not a guarantee, man. Some of these other seasons have been winning. That's not necessarily home court advantage, and clearly the Nuggets didn't have that because the other cool thing about this series, or the unique thing about this, is that the Wolves won 3 games on the Nuggets home floor. 3 games. That is unheard of. I don't think I know I've never heard of anything like that personally. Like,
I don't have another example. Yeah, nothing that comes to mind.
I can't think of nothing, bro. Like 3 games.
Yeah.
On the road. That's wild.
Yeah.
And the others didn't step up for the Nuggets. And I know we get on this dude often. And boy, was he getting cooked.
He was.
In that game, he got cooked. I was like, come on, Rudy. That man, he just pushed you over like it's just nothing, bro. In that same game.
Yeah.
But shout out to Rudy for. I just got shout out because he kept them steady in it too. Him and Cat with their strong. Cat really held him strong in the first half.
I was
knocked down a good shot too. Going at, like you said, he was actually going in the paint. But Rudy, this man hit a fadeaway.
Oh,
turn around.
That's the shot of the year, bro. That's the shot of the year.
We all know in basketball we have moments. No matter what level you played at, there's some shots you just put up. And everybody asks you, how you do that? It just goes in, bro. We all have moments like that, bro. And I think that's his moment. If that's really part of his game, I want to see that more, bro. You want to be as heavily criticized.
Oh, bro.
But I don't know if that's actually part of his game. I don't know.
I highly doubt it. And that's just no disrespect. I just highly doubt it. I don't see him taking a lot of jump shots, let alone fadeaways over people.
Yo, that's like the Jokic type shot over Jokic, man. That thing was clean, nothing but net. I'm like, oh. Everybody was like, what?
Yeah, you saw what Ant said after he saw Rudy make that shot. He's like, yeah, I think we got him. Like, no one expected that. If you look at their bench and their reaction, bro, it's like they all are just like, what just happened? Like, this is the wildest thing that could have happened in the game because, Rudy, especially in that first half, bro, he was getting cooked on both sides. Like, he would get scored on, and then he would try to like make an impact on the offensive end and turn the ball over, miss a layup. And I was just like, bro, I'm about to do it. I'm about to get on him. But
people were getting on him, bro, in that first half. They were. Analysts was calling for him to get benched. And a lot of people were. And I get it, bro, after that first. But shout out to the Wolves for sticking to their game plan. And clearly that did bother Jokic. I mean, dealing with 2 7-footers the whole series. It clearly had an impact on him. So, and shout out to Anthony Edwards, bro. This team really does take on the identity of his leader. They're fearless. Mike Conley, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The savvy veteran whose presence really is helping this team, man. Like, Mike Conley actually has a chance to get a chip finally, bro, and I'm so happy for him.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah,
it was a really good moment for the Wolves as a team because of just we all attention of Anthony Edwards. We know that Rudy Gobert is a multi-time Defensive Player of the Year, Karl-Anthony Towns All-Star. But when you look at some of the other guys, Naz Reid coming through, having a breakthrough year, 6th Man of the Year, Jaden McDaniels, who I think is highly underrated, being that long defensive presence, and he got better offensively. Like, corner 3, he got it. if he's open, I think he's got it. Mike Conley, very vital to this team because there were moments in the game where I'm looking, and I'm sure like as young guys, as athletic guys, they want to get out and run, but Mike gets the ball, calms the team down, because if you go into this the wrong way, you're gonna turn the ball over. You're not gonna you got to play the clock. You got to play this out correctly, and he was able to just manage everything properly. So I'm really overall just impressed with the Wolves and happy that they get to the conference finals, man. Especially after 20 years, bro. It's been it's a really cool story. So very impressed. Denver, like you said, bro. My thing with Denver was just like, I think you talked about this before in the previous podcast. They don't have a bench. Brown, sorry.
Brown, yeah.
5 points. That was it. That was all they had off the bench. They had nobody. Reggie Jackson made a good play, made a bad play. Like for every good play, he made a bad play basically. And then, like you said, the others, bro, like Murray had it going in the first half. I feel like they kind of went away from him, but he played well. Aaron Gordon didn't have a really big impact. Michael Porter Jr. didn't have a great shooting night. KCP, same thing. So you got Jokic going for 30. You got Murray going for 30, but that was it. It's just like, man, where are the rest of the points going to come from? And they played better defensively in the first half. Second half, Cat figured it out. Like this, and this is just me. I'm about to harp on a little bit, but you don't see big guys, especially in these mismatches, go to the post. No one posts up anymore, and it makes me kind of sad because I'm like, God knew what he was doing. If I would have been 6'9", 6'10", I would have been on the block. I would have been on the block all day, and dudes don't do that anymore. I get it, it's a different game, but when you look at what Cat was doing, every time he got a mismatch, you got Jamal Murray on you, you got 7 to 8 inches over him just standing. Go down low, take your time, get everybody out the way. And he has a post game. Like I knew him in Kentucky to be a post up player, not just on the perimeter, but obviously he can shoot. So being able to just utilize your skill set, your size, and take your time, analyze the matchups, it was big for him. So
yeah,
very overall, man, just a great series though. Like I just a wild series. They split the first 4 games. No one won a home game, and then this is the result. So very cool.
Yep, the Wolves finally get their home game by winning Game 6, and you already beat them twice at home. So of course you got the confidence you can win Game 7. And it was a low-scoring game as well. That's just typical in Game 7s. In Game 7s, well, except this next series we're gonna talk about, but like most typical Game 7s is kind of low-scoring because backsides get tight, as they say. Yeah, man, it's tight. You gotta, But despite Anthony Edwards not having the best shooting night, the narrative around it is just, you made the right plays. The defense, he made an impact there. Which unfortunately draws out even more comparisons to Michael Jordan. I think we kind of pointed that out in our previous podcast too, bro. Like, if you somehow do this, beat the 3-time MVP now on his home floor in the Game 7. That raises your legacy. It was a legacy game for but Anthony Edwards, and that's it, man. He got it.
Yeah.
Now we see him on his next chapter, bro, going against someone who's in the same class. You got Luka. And Kyrie, 2 other superstars, and we'll talk about that series later. But that's gonna be a very exciting series. And last person shout out though, Nas Reed. When Cat got in foul trouble, Nas came in and He's 6th man of the year for a reason, bro. His contributions offensively and defensively during that stretch. Like, I've been like, give him the game ball. I know Aunt Edwards said give Jaden McDaniels the game ball, which is, Jaden McDaniels is cool. And by the way, wild that he tried to do a bounce alley-oop to yourself. I'm like, the audacity. But people didn't have no problem with it. People had no problem with it. I thought people were gonna get on him about that, but people really didn't get on him. Like, I was like, ooh, if you finish that, that would have been like,
that would have been sick. That would have been, that would have been a moment for sure. That would have stamped the game. That's the highlight of the game for sure if he makes it. But I I agree, bro. Naz Reid, I know what he can do offensively, but coming in when your number is called, doing what you need to do against one of the best players in the league, holding down the fort, playing with toughness, very impressive. And yeah, man, that Jaden McDaniels dunk would have been, but that attempt was wild. He went for the Mortal Kombat finish him in the middle of the game. I was just like, bro, you wild for that, but it's cool. I appreciate the audacity. It's kind of humorous.
I think that was most people's reaction though. Like, bro, this man tripping.
I almost forgot about that, bro.
I was like, ooh,
no.
That's my real reaction in real time, bro. I was like, no way.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, he caught me off guard with them. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow, this the young guys, man. I like that. Don't have any fear, bro.
No fear at all. I want to talk about a little bit of this post-game comments with the Nuggets, man. Did you hear Mike Malone's comments?
I saw a clip.
There's one clip that's going around viral, but I don't even want to talk about that one. No, there's two clips really. The clip that everyone's talking about recently is the clip about he basically shut down the reporter that stupid bleak questions. Yeah. And I got the same commentaries everybody was talking about. Yo, this is a valid question. You're up 20. Explain yourself. But I want to talk about other things that nobody really focused on this part. He went through a whole spiel about we were in the playoffs last year, made a long run. Then we started off the season. Guys are tired and all this stuff, bro. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that excuse. And Jamal had a similar answer too, man. Like, I don't want to hear that right now. There's no excuses. Y'all are up 20.
Yep. On your home court.
Yep. Jokic just the one that had the real answer. Like, yo, they were the better team. They were the better team, but I ain't like that response from Mike Malone, man. I don't want to hear nothing about you, because that was your motivation all season. Let's be historic. Let's get this dynasty or whatever. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about y'all being tired.
Right.
Could that have been a factor for real? Yes, of course. And he points to the fact that the rest of the teams going on, they didn't have a long playoff run last season. I'm like, okay, that's not that. I didn't want to hear that. I was disappointed hearing that answer from Mike Malone. The fact of the matter is, y'all blew a 20-point lead, bro.
Yeah, they did.
No excuses in the third quarter, bro. No excuses.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. They were up like 10 or 15 going in the half, right. And then they went up 20 in the third.
Yep. It was like 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes or something in the third. Y'all were up 20. There was no excuses. And then y'all just couldn't buy a bucket.
Yep.
And defense clamped up. Turnovers happened. A lot of people believe he should have rested Jokic. You should have. He should have rested Jokic and given him his normal rest. Jokic played the whole game, basically.
He sat for 1 minute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should let him get. I think Malone's thought process was, let's go ahead and,
put it all on the table. Yeah.
But you're already up 20, man. Rest. Once you get down to 10, okay, then Jokic got some energy, Clearly he was impacted by that because he was missing he didn't make his first three until the fourth quarter or something like that. He was 0 for 7 before that. So yeah, it's something. But shout out to Timberwolves. That's what I want to say. And Jokic, I don't know, man. He's 3-time MVP, 1-time conference, 1-time NBA Finals winner.
Yeah,
and Finals MVP winner. He's still a Hall of Famer already. But I ain't gonna lie, they had it, bro. They had it. You know what I'm saying? They would have been favored in every series, even the finals. I feel like they would have been favored.
Yeah.
It's a lost opportunity for them to do so many things, to maybe get a potential dynasty going, for Jokic to be, up there with all-time ranks. Now I can't put you up there.
Yeah.
Now I can't. He's on the same tier as Giannis. Someone came up with a good point with that. Him and Giannis are basically the same type of deal. Giannis has 2 MVPs. Nikola has 3, but Giannis also has a Defensive Player of the Year, so I'm never going to count that. So it's 3 and 3. Giannis had more All-Star appearances and personal individual accolades than Jokic does. But they're in the same kind of boat now. Which I agree with that. I don't see him as a potential top 10 anymore. He's in the top. I don't know. We got to think about it some more. But he's not up there anymore.
At least top 5. Yeah.
He's not top 5 anymore either.
Jokic?
Yeah. Are you talking about top 5 big men or top 5 all time?
I was just saying. I mean in the league right now.
League. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's my fault. I was thinking historical sense, all time.
Oh,
my bad. He's not up there anymore for me. He was trending that direction though, for real. You know what I'm saying? He would have been top 10 if he was able to close the stuff out, solid in the top 10. Because he couldn't. There's no way he could not justify it. Because we had 3 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, 2 championships. That puts you in the conversation because all those accolades, man. But now you're not. And the league, of course, he's still technically right now he's still the best player. We'll see who wins the championship. So we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm just a little disappointed in Jokic, man.
To be honest, bro, I think this is just my thinking, right?
Yes, sir.
The last few seasons, if you think about who's won the MVP, let me see, at least, so Jokic this year, right?
Yep, Embiid last year.
Jokic the year before that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think Jokic again, right?
Yeah, Jokic got back-to-back. Then before Jokic, that one time it was Giannis back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Americans. So,
Yep. So, in 4 seasons... 2 MVPs.
Right.
The year that he didn't win MVP, he won a championship. The years that he's won MVP, didn't make it to conference finals, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with Embiid. We know Embiid hasn't made it far in the playoffs yet. I think the MVP is, I don't want to use cursed, but it's some sort of stigma to it that I feel like is affecting players.
The last time we had a MVP that actually made a run to the finals was
Giannis.
Yep, it was Giannis. I was thinking Steph before that. I don't know, it was definitely Steph.
But even with Giannis, Giannis won in 2021, but the other one who was 2020? Was it Giannis or?
Giannis was back to back, so it had to been Giannis, I guess. Because Giannis got back to back. And then it was
2019. That's what I'm drawing.
2019.
That's the Raptors won with Kawhi.
Right, but he wasn't MVP though. Maybe that was Giannis.
I feel like
because I know. All right, Russ was 17. Harden was 18. I think 19 was Giannis. 19 Giannis, 20 Giannis, 21
He didn't win 3 though.
Jokic, 22 Embiid.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then it proves my point. Like,
Jokic.
if that's the case, it proves my point. Whenever you win the MVP, I don't know, for some reason, championship does not translate.
Okay.
So,
and I could be wrong in there. I just know you go. Giannis was back to back. Jokic was back to back. And then you just got a third one. And then you had the B sprinkled in there. And that's it. Those have been the winners the past couple of years. So they've all been international players.
That's true. Yeah, so you're right. So 18 Harden, 19 Giannis, 20 Giannis, Nikola 2020, Nikola 2021, 2022. Embiid,
22,
and Jokic this year.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Look at me. All right. That's what's up. Pat myself on the back.
Literally every year except for Steph Curry's first chip.
Mm-hmm.
Every year the MVP's won. In the past 8 years, they don't win finals. They don't win the finals championship. So
yep.
I think that MVP just puts a target on your back or something because it just doesn't translate to championships. I don't know why. I just find that interesting.
It is like it used to. But now, there's more parity in the league now too. So shout out to the league.
Yeah.
And just being tougher overall. So it's definitely a lot more parity.
It's almost like someone else should have won MVP in my opinion, but
I would say that. Shout out to Shaq too, man. He was sticking up for my boy.
Yeah.
And it is kind of ridiculous. He only had four first place votes for Shea.
Ain't no way.
I was kind of surprised by that too. Like, okay, I give you all right, let Jokic win, but I was like, Shaq. I was agreeing with Shaq, bro. How this man only get 4 votes?
Number 1 team in the West. He's one of the top scorers in the league,
and he showed you in the playoffs, bro. I'm a pause it, bro. We'll get into that series in a minute.
Yeah. We'll come back.
Bro. But shout out to the Wolves, man.
Shout out to the Wolves.
Nuggets still disappointing, y'all, but
it's cool.
That's it. That's how the league is. Like Zay just broke down, bro. So,
yeah.
Yep. Pacers in the Knicks, man.
Oh man, New York was popping this year, bro. I was very it was just very cool seeing cool moments for Jalen Brunson. See all the old Knicks legends. You see Melo, you see John Starks, you see Stephon Marbury, you see Patrick Ewing. It was a rocking time in the Garden, and it's always like better for the league when New York is good, when they're relevant. Unfortunately, Game 7 changes things, and Halliburton. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers, bro, because they didn't let the pressure of the Garden and New York get to them in the end. They stuck to what they do.
Yep. And
got buckets.
Yep. And shout out to us, bro. We got, I forgot to mention this. We got both our predictions right, bro, in these series. The Wolves and Nuggets series, we both called that, bro. It was like, you like Wolves and 7s, you know what I'm saying? So like we called that, bro. We called it at first. Yeah. So like we called it. We called the Wolves from winning. I forgot the exact number of games. It was like either 6 or 7. I think you went 7. I think I went 6. I could have had 6 though.
So.
They almost got swept.
Almost.
So anyway, and Knicks Pacers, we call this exactly the same way, bro. Because we were like, yo, if Tibbs does what he normally does, bro, that's not gonna work. And that's exactly what happened, man. The Pacers play fast, man. You gotta give these boys some rest. Josh Hart got hurt, abdominal strain or whatever. Man, OG Anunoby tried to pull it out with the hamstring.
Yeah.
But shout out to him though for just at least even trying. But everybody know he shouldn't have even been out there.
Yeah.
But give your boys some rest, man. You got some decent players. Like I said, I forgot to have Burks on the team. The bride,
Yeah.
like you got decent people that can at least give you like a minute or two.
At least, bro.
That's exactly what we said, and he did not do that until he just absolutely had to. He also lost Mitchell Robinson in this series. Like,
lost him right before this semifinals. Yeah,
right. So it's like they just didn't have no bodies, man. You got to have depth. But shout out to what they did. Like the Knicks fans and faithful were happy and proud of the team, as it should have been. But you had an opportunity to still advance, in my opinion.
Yeah,
they had an opportunity to do it, and Jalen Brunson got hurt in the third quarter, but they're already down by like 15 or something at that point. So it didn't look likely that they would, get it done. But shout out to the Pacers, man. Yeah, Tyrese just needed to be aggressive, and he was aggressive.
Oh yeah, he missed his first couple of shots in the first, but like you said, he stayed aggressive. We saw him pulling up. We saw him sidestepping. We saw him running. He really showed toughness, man. That's what I've been really happy about, bro. I'm like enjoying the refs are not like super bad as they've been in the past. In the regular season, they've been decent. I think
they've been letting them play. So
yeah, and these guys are embracing the toughness and the environment and the harshness, and I like it, bro. Definitely think that New York, they could have done it, bro. They were
there. I really think they could have done it.
So close, bro. I honestly really thought New York and Boston were going to be matching up, but
same here, because I didn't expect the Pacers to come out like they did.
Yeah,
Tyrese wasn't being aggressive before, so like I was like, if you're not gonna be who I know you're capable of being, then of course you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
despite my prediction, but like I said, he came alive in Game 7. Knicks, they had some blown opportunities on their end to wrap up the series quicker, but they didn't do it. So, and the longer you're in the series, the longer, Now, me personally, I believe they would have been a better matchup for the Celtics, but we'll see what the Pacers do. They do have more depth, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think that they have a little bit more youth and energy and players available. New York, look at their team: Bronson out injury, Anunoby out injury, Mitchell Robinson injury, Josh Hart injury. Like,
Bogdanovich
they just ran out of gas, bro. Yeah. It's unfortunate because they've been dealing with injuries all year. Obviously, with Julius Randle, then you lose Mitchell Robinson.
Yep.
You lose a guy you traded for in Bogdanovich, who could I think would have been a nice addition to this version of the Knicks to stretch the floor.
Yep.
Make some threes.
Get some size.
Open up the lane for Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. But to be fair, like I said, I was very impressed with the Knicks. I think they had a great season. They got burnt out at the end. They didn't have they're playing 6 guys. And Jalen Brunson can only score 40 so many times. So but shout out to Josh Hart. Like I text you one of those nights, and Josh Hart just was everywhere, bro. 6'4", 6'5" guard. He's getting rebounds. Then you got DiVincenzo playing with confidence, making threes, dunking. I'm just like, okay. But yeah, man, they just ultimately got burnt out. It's all good. But I think they'll be back.
Oh, yeah, they will. It's all about health with them. And the franchise is relevant again. Like, you have free agents that will probably just want to join now.
That's true.
So, you'll see. They just need another reliable scoring option other than Brunson.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there like that. So, we'll see. We have to cover that in the off season. So, And the Pacers, good luck and like shout out to them. And like I said, Tyrese Halliburton. I thought this one post, bro. I don't know if you saw it too, but like it was Patrick Ewing. It was a post of Patrick Ewing looking kind of like disheveled.
Yeah,
You know, you saw it.
I think I know what you're talking
It's
about.
like, see, it's hard guarding the light skin too. In the Pacers. That took me out, bro. Shout out to that Twitter. I was like, bro, that was so on point. I was like, yo.
Shout out, shout out Reggie Miller. He was at least commentating one of those games, so definitely.
And Tyrese was talking like he was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking before, during, and after the game, according to the reports, bro. We see it on the screen that he was doing during the game, but I didn't know he was going at people before the game too. And post game with the hoodie, that man tripping with that.
With the Reggie hoodie,
Yeah,
I like that.
Man.
I like that, man.
Although the Knicks didn't choke, I mean, y'all had the lead the whole time. I'm just saying, but still, that was cool, man. He got that swag and that confidence, so I like that.
Yeah, a little history repeating itself in this series as well. I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get to the next one, bro.
Oh man,
you give me it's probably fair. I should probably go ahead and start this one first, bro. All right, so Mavericks did beat OKC in 6. My prediction was still alive for a second, bro. It was alive for a split second, but we just came out flat in Game 5, man. I don't know why, bro. If we won Game 5, I believe we could have like OKC in 6 would have been a thing. But like I said in the prediction of in our last thing, I was like, I'm just concerned about size. And that's ultimately what did us in, the size, bro. I rebounded. And in the games where we did rebound well, we won those games. It's just about the rebounding. And shout out to Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, and PJ Washington. We stuck with the game plan to leave him open. He knocked down the shots.
Oh, Derrick Jones Jr.?
No, him too, but I'm talking about PJ Washington.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Derek Lively. My bad.
No, Derek Lively was great. I shouted them out for being the bigs, being on the glass, being active on the boards. I tell PJ Washington, him being like a bona fide shooting that thing. Like nobody could predict that. We were just playing percentages. But that was purpose to leave him up because you got to bring help to Kyrie and Luka. You know what I'm saying? You got to. And we got some good individual defenders, but it does take a team effort for the whole game to do that. And he knocked down the shots. I mean, and we're up still. No excuses for us either. We're up big, about 15, and they came back. Similar thing, couldn't buy a bucket. So it's like, no one really helped SGA out, bro. This whole series, SGA played well the entire series, man. He had not one bad game. I'm disappointed in J-Dub, man. He came alive a little bit in his last game, but it was like a little too late, though. We could have needed you in like a Game 5 and some other games where it was close, where we could have won. You know, J-Dub really didn't appear the whole series, man. The only person that appeared the whole time was SGA. But at the end of the day, and I was very impressed with this Mavericks defense. They got a defense now with this trade, since that trade deadline for PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. They have more of a defensive identity now, and I was very impressed with that. But overall, I'm proud of the fight that OKC gave. Still a successful season. They peaked here, number 1 seed. You advanced past the first round. These were my original expectations before anyway, just move a little bit further. They exceeded my expectations. Shea should have won MVP.
Agreed.
But because he should have won, I already know he's gonna be the main one that they'll be focused on next year. That's typically what they do. You know, especially some people feel like someone was robbed. Like, but he wasn't robbed. It's just that's what they voted. So, and no one's gonna. Jokic's shine is kind of dimmed a little bit because of this loss too. So, I'm sure they'll look at SGA a lot more. But shout out to the guys, man. Lou Dort. It's tough to guard Luka. He did really well with that, I think. And slowing him down. And the shout out to the Mavs, man. Luka, besides being hurt, playing, enduring all that. Again, the main players for me for the Dallas is just Daniel Gafford, Darrell Lively, and PJ Washington. Those three right there. That did us in. So.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts on that series, though. Shout out to them. It was a good series, though. It was competitive.
It was definitely one of my favorite series to watch.
Sorry, one more thing. Was that a foul?
Which play you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Was that a foul? It's so tough, bro, because everything I'm looking at is like 50-50. Me initially looking at it, I was like, man, he got ball, and he did get the ball. He did get the ball. But I'm like,
I thought so, but
they looked at it and they said no. But I'm like, bro, I don't think that wasn't just an egregious foul though, and he was out the space of the shooter. You just literally called it because maybe the hand took. Now I'm like, man, you didn't have to call that right there. And we shouldn't have challenged it though. We should have just. I understand why we challenged it, but I would have been like, you got a timeout now. Maybe you can give it a play, and you know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, Kyrie had a putback. So
it
didn't matter. So
dang,
I don't know, man. That was tough though. I was like, man, you hated for the end like that though.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It is what it is. I'm still proud of the team.
Oh yeah. I think they have a lot to be proud about.
So gotta make some moves. Get some size, man. Check. Do better, but it'll be alright.
I do like I like the setup of the team though. I think what was it, Game 5 I was watching, and they just couldn't make a three. They kept shooting threes and they couldn't.
Because that's what they were giving to us, bro. They were literally locking down the paint. But that's great for them. But then normally we're a good 3-point shooting team. We were like one of the best in the NBA. We just could not knock down the shot, bro. And they were good looks. Even my boy, man, Joe, man, come on. Like, we just could not buy a bucket from three.
That's what I was like, man, he just can't make a shot. Like, it was, I get it, you go through stretches like that, but that's very, like, uncommon. Overall, Dallas is tough, man. Luka showed up through injury. When he put his mind to it, he was able to get to what he wanted to, essentially. Kyrie, obviously being able to take off in the second half is we know what he can do. Derrick Jones Jr. made some nice contributions, as well as other guys with Tim Hardaway Jr. Derek Lively was big. You see that Tyson Chandler influence. We know about the impacts with PJ. So overall, man, I enjoyed the series. I wanted to go a little further, but it's all good. But Dallas has a shot, man. I like how they're set up now. I feel like they have some balance compared to the previous years.
Yeah. You got cut off a little bit, bro, with the but we still got most of what you were saying though. But I just want to let you know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but we got most of what you were saying though. Cool. Yeah, man. Let's move on to this next one. It's not gonna take long to talk about this. But Celtics win the series 4-1 against the Cavs. I mean, injuries is the name of the game. If you don't have your star player and franchise player in Donovan Mitchell, you don't really have a shot.
Or your defensive anchor.
Yep. That's basically what happened with that series, man. I don't have much analysis for this at all. But shout out to Evan Mobley, man. The Cavs fought hard, despite being down their pieces. Just didn't have enough. I mean, at least you got one game.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw this,
Almost
but I think
two.
almost.
Yeah.
I saw this on Twitter about Karis LeVert. Someone said that they believe Karis LeVert has like a wheel in his head that he spins.
I saw that too.
On any given night, he could be anywhere from Michael Jordan to Big Baby Davis or something. I was like, bro, y'all are wild. But honestly, he has some moment.
Yeah. It's crazy how he's like that though.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It's not a lot of like stuff to get into with the game. Boston, we know, is pretty stacked as far as Tatum, Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday. I don't think Porzingis is back yet. He's dealing with injury, which is going to be, I think, relevant down the line, especially coming up in this series with the bigs. But
yeah,
the thing with Boston hasn't really been battle tested to me. My Heat team was depleted. Cleveland depleted. Indiana, they're going to run them, which is going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side with Cleveland, like you said, no Spider, no Jared Allen. I wanted so much more from Darius Garland, bro. I really wanted him to take off, like with Donovan not, playing. Like, you got the keys, do your thing, give me 20. But
he had some flashes, but I don't know if he was just banged up or what.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's banged up in the playoffs, though, so. But I agree with that. Yeah, they could have. Like I said, Mobley showed us something.
A little too late, though.
Yeah, Mobley showed us something, but yeah. If Garland did well too, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they would have had a chance to win another game or two. But
yeah,
honestly, the Celtics, we all know they're just not. Yeah, they're just not. We have different expectations for the Celtics right now, especially with their path right now, how their path is. So I really got nothing else about this series, bro. The Celtics did what they were supposed to do. That's it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Jason Tatum played a little bit better this time.
A little bit.
But he still hasn't played that, we're still looking for that. So we can see with the next series, I guess. But
yeah,
we're getting to some predictions now.
Let's do it, bro.
All right, man. So let's stay with the Celtics, man. The Celtics and Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. What are your thoughts on the series, man?
I think that the Celtics are obviously the favorite. They number one in the league, and they have a great lineup. I'm worried about with them. They need Porzingis. I think Miles Turner is going to be a difficult big for, I guess, Al Horford at this point in his career. No diss to him, but he's still got some height on him, and Miles Turner is a big physical dude who can also do pretty much everything on the court. Pascal Siakam is going to be an interesting matchup for Tatum. And on the Pacers side, if they just do what they do, they had the second best offense in the league, I want to say. They run, they gun, and you got other guys that come in and play hard, like TJ McConnell, who's very tough, who makes winning plays. Nate Nesmith has been very impressive defensively, and he really went off in that last game. I don't think he missed a shot in the Game 7 versus New York. But overall, I think that with Jaylen Brown and the Celtics, I feel like they still have the advantage slightly. But I'm rooting for Indiana, guys, because I don't like Boston. I'm gonna say, trying to get the Pacers a chance and not be like just super delusional, but I want them to take them to 7, to be honest. But I think that I'm gonna say Boston at 6. I'm gonna say Boston at 6.
Yeah, that's respectable. They have the potential to take to 7. They all just locked in, you know.
They gotta be locked in though.
Yeah.
They had some times in New York where they just looked discombobulated and they couldn't make shots, and they can't do that versus the Celtics.
Right. They do, like you said, they do have some advantages in some places with the size and matchups, like you said with Miles Turner, for example. And how will Jason Tatum handle Pascal Siakam if that is the matchup? But as always, the Pacers, you got to worry about their defense as well. They had the motivation to try to be average defensively.
Yep.
And if they can, they would, okay, maybe talking about something here. But of course, the Celtics are overwhelming favorites, as they should be. The Celtics got to get to the finals and win the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pressure is on them to do it after knocking on the door so many years. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
so of course, I'm expecting the Celtics to win. I'll go with you. Indiana can maybe. I'll definitely give Indiana 1 game for sure.
Yeah. The Celtics haven't swept anybody, and that's what
they haven't. They should have, and they should have by now. But I respect at this point in the game, this late, it's hard to see a sweep right now. Right now too. So, but you got enough. I'm giving it 5, a gentleman's sweep. Give him 5. That's what I'll do. And they advance to the finals. I expect Jason Tatum to, play well, try to get into that finals form. Where you're shooting well, going into the finals. Jaylen Brown has always been doing his thing, so I'm not worried about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just really gonna be watching the series to see how Jason Tatum plays. That's basically it. How I'm interested.
Tatum. Oh, my bad.
No, I'm good. No, that's it. I'm just interested to see how he plays. That's it.
I agree. I want to say that one of the Inside the NBA guys said this. Maybe it was Vince Carter filling in for Shaq.
Yeah.
With Jason Tatum, it's like you get a lot of good moves, like a Luka, for example, who can do a lot of things, but then he settles on a 3-point step back or just a tough jump shot when he could, with his size, probably get to the rim or get to a midi. That's a little bit easier. And that's where I feel like if he's going to be relevant in the series, he needs to be on attack mode and not just like settle for any shot. And then with Boston as a whole, they rely heavily on threes.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, Jaylen Brown is gonna like slash and probably be like a 3-level scorer, but outside of that, they really settle for a lot of shots. And if they aren't hitting, and then you get out and transition with the Indiana team who's looking to run, that could be a problem. So I hope that for their sake, they don't settle for any just 3 and they play well defensively when they're not making shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go Indiana. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind. Like I'm in the same boat. Like I'm predicting Celtics to win, but I wouldn't mind if Indiana won.
I would love if Indiana won.
But to stick with the overall storyline I'm looking at, Celtics should win. And I'll explain the overall storyline when we talk about this next series right here, bro.
All right.
So we got Wolves and Mavericks, man. So
Oh,
This is a good one. This is gonna be a good series right here, bro. It starts off tomorrow.
yeah.
So, ooh, all right, man. You got a good defensive-minded team in the Mavericks against one of the best defenses we've seen in the NBA all year in the Timberwolves. The Mavericks defense is underrated, but because I watched the series closely with OKC, the Mavericks actually have a defense, bro. Now, you can probably expose to individual matchups, though, if you're the Timberwolves. But if the Mavericks do what they did, like against my boy Shea, like they'll start trapping and all that stuff. You may see that again in the series with the Timberwolves against Ant. But the thing I like about the Timberwolves, though, they have more size to deal with this stuff. Like, size is not an issue with the Timberwolves like it was OKC. That was our only weakness. So,
I agree.
That was legit our only weakness. So, I like the matchups that the Wolves have better. It all comes down to what Kyrie are we going to get. Because Kyrie has started slow in that last series every time in the first half. And when they needed him sometimes in the second half, sometimes he'll appear, sometimes he will. And what type of Luka are you going to get, basically? That's what it comes down to. I trust that even if Ant doesn't have his best game, like we've seen in Game 7, I trust that they can get it done. This is going to be the Mavericks' toughest challenge. And if you're the Timberwolves, you just beat the champs on their home floor. You have all the confidence in the world right now. So, with all that being said, bro, I expect the Timberwolves to win.
Okay.
I give it to him. I give it to him in this series, bro.
Bro,
I'll be surprised if we go 7. I won't be surprised if we go 7.
I think it's going 7.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go
I'm saying 7 right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying 7 right now.
I'm saying 7 right now. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm just thinking about this could be a legit 7-game series, bro. I'm gonna go with the Wolves though, man.
Okay.
My boy Ant. Don't go on Ant, bro. He's not my boy, but I'm watching the overall storyline. If he goes to the finals with this squad, man, and you go against the Celtics squad potentially, and you beat them, ooh, the comparisons are out the window, bro. This is it. You're the face of the league, sir. This is your era now.
Absolutely.
It's your era, bro. You're the guy.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's the overall storyline I'm looking at, bro. So
fair, bro. Yeah, I love this matchup because you got the two bigs, right? You got Cat and Gobert. You got not Garland. Gafford.
Yeah.
You got Lively. You got PJ down there. Obviously, Cat and Rudy are like a little bit taller, but that's gonna be an interesting matchup as far as like the inside play.
Yeah.
Then Luka and Kyrie, obviously just super talented, but injuries will play a factor in this. Like you said, Kyrie hasn't like had the best first half. He shows up in the second half more so than not. Or more so than the first. But I think this is going to be interesting because of matchup wise there too. Like Anthony Edwards already said, he's got confidence.
You put that out there, yeah.
He put that out there.
I was like, you put that out there already? I'm like, okay.
But I think I don't think he's wrong, but I don't want him on Luka. I would put McDaniels on Luka if I'm like putting matchups together.
You want more. You got the better wingspan, so I like that matchup.
Yeah, my only issue is like Conley, I guess, ends up on Derrick Jones Jr. So they could.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Because even if Gross drops and win, Rudy would be the help side defender.
It's true. It's not gonna be as easy like inside. Like y'all only had Chet, and he's young.
That's all we had.
He's got a spinner frame.
Right.
That's the only
we
thing.
had the other Jalen Williams too. But it's like,
yeah,
I fully trust Chet is going to have a good offseason this year. He'll bulk up,
for sure.
And
That's
we'll get some help in the offseason. That was our only thing, bro. And they did what they're supposed to do. They exposed that matchup.
Yeah.
And Josh Giddey didn't have the best series either. So
yeah, Giddey's not really defensive.
Nah, he's not.
To me,
yeah. He's not. And you can't do your main thing that you normally do offensively because they're giving it up. It's like we couldn't really play him in the series like we could. So shout out to that Mavs fan that talked about that. I was like, nah, he can do more, but he really couldn't do much more because of how they play. I expect them to do the wall like that though.
Yeah,
so they did well. But going back to this series though, man.
To this series,
the Mavericks can. I'm telling you, they'll play some good defense, but I think the Timberwolves. They got more to offer, man. And Naz Reid,
yes,
he can legit be the X factor, bro. Because he can give it to you any which way, bro. Outside, inside, it don't matter. And his defense, I just like the Timberwolves better, bro. I think their defense is better.
I think the Timberwolves also have an advantage with the depth. When you think about
man, they do
the guys that they have on the bench. They have like just bodies they can throw at you. Like you said, Naz Reid, 6th man of the year, obviously.
You put him on whoever you want, bro.
I'm thinking about Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Him too.
You can utilize him, and you see how him and McDaniels have been like how they were on Murray.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they're so lengthy, Kyrie, bro. That's gonna be tough, bro.
Those dudes are 7-foot wingspan easily, and they could. I'm not gonna say they're gonna stop Luka and Kyrie, but they can bother.
You can't stop them. Like we had Lou Dort bother Luka.
Lou Dort was bothering.
And Lou Dort doesn't have that wingspan like
he's 6'3".
He does. That's what I'm saying. And he bothered him. So I can only imagine what they can do.
Yeah, that's where I feel like the Timberwolves just have a little bit more to offer defensively.
They have more length and size defensively right now than the Mavs offer.
Yeah.
And they have better individual defenders too than what the Mavs do. You know what I'm saying? Like I can trust some of them to be on the island for a possession or two. You know what I'm saying? Whereas OKC, we don't really have that. We have some good defenders, but I'm talking about you have the idea of wingspan, length. You know what I'm saying? To do it consistent.
Yeah.
You're the Timberwolves, and yeah, man, it's like a matchup better, man.
Yeah, I definitely think that these two teams have like matchup wise the most interesting matchups, but overall.
And what's that dude name for the Mavs? He's hurt. I don't know if he'll come back. He has size. He can shoot for you. I cannot remember his name right now. Because he didn't play against us at all because he got hurt against the Clippers. Let me see what his name is, man.
I cannot remember.
Because if he plays, then that gives you something, but
not Green, not him.
No, not Green. No, I'm not talking about Green. I'm seeing what his name is real quick. Oh, Max Cleaver. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's the big loss for them.
It is. He gives that size and a reliable shooter.
6'10" shooter.
Yeah, man. So depending on his status too, then I definitely give it to the Wolves, man. Because
I'm going Wolves in 7 as well, bro.
You definitely need more size against this team, bro.
Definitely, yeah. Wolves in 7. I think they have it. I think they have the depth.
I think they got it, man.
The advantage a little bit more so defensively.
They've been through a tougher test to this point, to be honest. I'm just saying because I love my squad, but we had a clear glaring weakness. The Celtics does not have this one clear glaring weakness because even if you do go small to try to impact Rudy or whatever, they can go small too. Like I said, Naz Reid, Cat, okay, go ahead and try. Like they have the advantage, man. Like we just want to see what Jason Kidd decides to do. Will you go big to try to match Rudy Gobert and Cat, or will you just try to come out the gates small? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no way you can play Lively and Gapper at the same time. No way you can do that. No way. Because the reason why Rudy and Cat works because Cat can shoot.
And Cat can defend a little bit better on the perimeter.
Exactly, and they can't do that. So there's no way you can do that unless they prove me wrong. Because you're gonna have to get the boards, so that's the best way to do it. They got 2 7-footers, and you can go get the boards on the Wolves. So
yeah,
man, that's where I'm going.
Wolves in 7.
The Wolves in 7, man.
The future is here now. You know what I mean? Like
7. And
exciting times.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Y'all let us know what you think, man. Who's going to the finals this year? Will it be the Wolves? Will it be the Mavs, Celtics, Pacers? It's up in the air, man. And I love it. I think, like you said, the league has a lot more parity this year. It's been super competitive. It's been some really good action. This has been one of my most memorable playoff runs in a long time.
Mm-hmm. We don't have a new champion no matter what. For like the 6th time in a row or something like that. I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
The only like champion that I can think of is Kyrie. So everyone will be newly champion this year. It'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man. But yeah, y'all let us know what you think. Who's going? Who's winning the conference finals? East, West? What's the matchup? Who are you excited for?
Yeah, let us know. That's that, man. Awesome. Excited to watch these games tonight, and yeah, let's get it going, bro.
Oh yeah. Tune in. We'll meet back up with y'all prior to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
See where we land, see if we were right or wrong.
Right. A real game plan to see what we're gonna do. You know, as far as the finals go.
Yeah.
You know, I remember before we used to react to different games or whatever. We'll let y'all know what we decide to do.
Yeah.
And y'all, we're getting back with the triple threat. Y'all stay tuned for that too, bro. We got a lot of cool content with that.
Definitely.
But yeah, appreciate y'all support. Let's watch this good basketball, man.
Oh yeah. Till next time. See y'all.
Yeah.